This is ridiculous, and I don't think I deserve to answer this question. Myself and Tendai Biti are partners currently working at Tendai Biti Law. We are practicing law together under Tendai Biti Law. We have been together for many years. We are the best of buddies in this country, and we are the closest friends, both in terms of professional and political action. For you to suggest that there is hatred between me and Biti, I don't know where you are getting it from. And I don't think I can help you on that question on the basis that myself and Biti, we are professional partners. We are practicing law together under one umbrella of Tendai law. We are partners in that law firm, and for you to suggest that people can become partners in a business while it's their enemies is so strange. I think even if you will try to even ask him about that question, he will laugh at you because we are the best of parties. We are so close, and we respect each other so much. So I don't want to dignify this kind of question, whereby people insinuate that there is a hatred between me and I, which does not exist. It only exists in their illusions and nothing more. And I would be dignifying your question by answering it because there is nothing that exists. That there is no hatred that exists between me and Biti. We are business partners. We are enjoying our partnership as lawyers, and we are doing very well under Tender Bit law. Thank you. I'm sorry that I think the person who is asking this question does not know St. Mary's and where it is. St. Mary's does not have wetlands anywhere. Secondly, St. Mary's was a settlement that was built by Ian Smith during the 1960s. So it had no any other space for the construction of houses. The new locations like Zengeza for Unity O, Unity K, and others are these areas with wetlands. That's where people have been allocated houses via the ZANU-PF land barons like Frederick Mabamba and others whom I have highlighted on my earlier questions that I answered to in this program, who sold those wetlands to the landless people who were asking for land. St. Mary's is completely a dry place. It is houses very old that were built ages ago, and there were no any other new houses that were built in St. Mary's, and there are no wetlands in St. Mary's. If you would love, you can come and have a tour of St. Mary's. Where I stay, there are no wetlands. These settlements are very old settlements. There are no any new settlements in this place called St. Mary's. The people who have been settled in wetlands are in other areas such as Zengeza and Seke. That's where the issue of wetlands is raised in Chitungwiza. I thank you. I was not hiding in the saying that is the narrative of the state spooks, and I dismissed them in court. And when they wanted to make a case for me to be denied bail, that I was hiding. When I was in the bush, I was running away from state persecution. I was teaching the people of Zimbabwe and also showing the entire world that in Zimbabwe, opposition voices are being persecuted for saying what they want to say. And it went viral, and its viral nature is really caused the international community to realize that Zimbabwean lives matter. And this is the reason why everyone in Zimbabwe noticed that there was abuse and also an attempt to throttle citizens from speaking out their minds. So specifically, this is the lesson we the young people must know, that in Zimbabwe, if you speak out your mind, you will be under threat and the danger of being attacked by state security agencies. They will try to abduct you. They will try to torture you, as I have been a victim of torture at one time in this country. And this must be known by the whole world. And it was known by the whole world that we have been exposing that in Zimbabwe there is no free speech. That area you are talking about is called Rockville. It is an area which was constructed a few years ago when I was no longer the member of parliament for St. Mary's. It came into being around 2010 to 2013. I was a member of St. Mary's from 2000 to 2008, so I really don't know the issues that happened to that, but it belongs to Zengeza 5. It used to be called Zengeza 5 extension, but it's now called Rockview, that place you are talking about. The 31st of July is the most successful voiced by the people of Zimbabwe since independence. It brought the nation into complete lockdown after raising the grievances around the issues of corruption, torture, persecution, human rights abuses, abductions. So the reaction of the state by employing its entire security service sector machinery against the citizens demonstrated that the 31st of July was the most successful political event ever to happen in the country. If you do know that this is the event that only awakened the world to the problems that are affecting the people of Zimbabwe. You have realized that the delegations being brought from South Africa, and African Union spoke against the government of Zimbabwe. The United Nations Human Rights Commission spoke against Zimbabwe. Many people and many organizations. Zimbabwe was brought back on the international agenda because of the 31st of July. The 31st of July tabled the issue of corruption. It led to the arrest and loss of job for the former Minister of Health, Obadiah Moyo, and also it led to the people of Zimbabwe being conscientized about the issues of corruption, human rights abuses, abductions in our country. And as far as I speak in terms of bringing to the fore the problems the people of Zimbabwe are, are facing, there is no any other action that has brought the problems of the people of this country more than the 31st July. The 31st July was the victory of the people. The people victored, and I'm so happy to have been one of the protagonists of the 31st July. No regrets, nothing. That's why you are still talking about it today on the basis of its massive impact throughout the world. On your question whether Zimbabwean people need to be sanctions free, that question is a question that can only be answered by our party spokesperson, because myself as a senior political leader in the country, I cannot pronounce a position on such a very critical topic without having adverse effects on the party policy and position over the issue. So I will defer and refer this question to Fadzai Mahere, if you will be able to meet her and also conduct her to be one day your guest on this program. It will be very important for her to comprehensively unpack the position vis-a-vis the issue of sanctions. I think this is my second time in this program. Like what I told you, that my political activism started long ago when I was still a student at ordinary level at Masungunye Secondary School in Pikita. During the period of fighting against one party state, I was in Form 3, and already my political conscience was extremely high. So we were mobilized by one of our teachers, Phineas Dambuza, for us to resist the imposition of one party state in our country. That was in 1989 when I was in Form 3. I partook into various activities to support the movement of citizens that was resisting the imposition of one party state in our country. And after that, when I went to the university in 1996, I was elected into the School Representative Council, the SRC, in 1996, on my first year at the university. The second year, I was elected to be the Secretary General of the Student Representative Council, which was the position which I occupied until the year of my graduation in 1999. And also, to notice that in 1997, at the inaugural Zinas Congress, I was elected its spokesperson, the position I held until I left the university in 1999. So that's where much of my political activism was brought to the fore in the country of Zimbabwe. And after my graduation in 1999, in March 2000, I was elected into parliament as the member of parliament for St. Mary's. The rest is history. I think you all know the information is available, but the really political inoculation of my political activism was done during the period of my student activism as a leader of students at the University of Zimbabwe, and also for all tertiary institutions of education in the rest of Zimbabwe.